Hey DOT community, this is another episode of the DOT Aftershow with Zalon and Bo. What's going on, Bo?
Lunch is going on, but I'm going to do the live stream with you and then eat lunch. So.
And then eat lunch. All right, excellent.
Yeah, lunch is going on.
Lunch is going on. Typhoon, what's going on? Daniel, Jamie, what's going on? No. We just started the stream. I had just for some reason one little quick error at the very beginning there. All right. Anyway, Solo War Epidemic is on. So, couple things. We had an incredibly upset. How we doing, Game Rescue? What's up, Brett Huber? We had an incredibly upset live stream audience, probably around 800 some people in the very beginning, of course, because the event did go live during the live stream. So. What do you think, Bo? What's the overall opinion of this? Of what was done, at least?
I think the problem is that Artemis hasn't been out that long.
Right.
If this had been done on a Titan that had been out for a year and had kind of lost its shine, I don't believe as many people would be upset. But I know that there are a lot of people that were like demanding a refund from the money they spent on the first Artemis event, because now this one's like, it's not just that she's a little bit better, she's like a lot better.
Yes, because and why?
Yeah,
because the first card is the Artemis, because in this event there is Artemis and Saphira, but Artemis is the final reward. So again, Bo, what is the skill changes?
17. So they changed on the first skill. It's the same skill, but they bumped the damage percent from 15% to 40% on the Panther damage. All right. Second skill didn't change. It's still a random Panther defense. Third skill is the same skill, except now it's, instead of just 88% Omega Panthers armor piercing, that also applies to normal Panthers as well. Fourth skill didn't change. It's still either X skill Panther health or Panther armor. And then the fifth skill is the same as the third. It's 44% Panthers critical, but Omega Panthers critical, but it also applies to regular Panthers as well. So it's a significant difference. It's not like it was a little small tweak.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Now, all these skills that it was done on for Artemis, these skills, of course, are the ones that are the summoning skills, which are all, of course, fixed skills on these Titans. Now, we did see in Loki, when this was done, it was done on one of these same type of skills in the past, and it was retroactively done to everyone else's account. So these are not...
Game Rescue says he thinks it's a minor change. I don't think that's a minor change, Game Rescue. Yeah. I think that's actually a pretty major change.
Normal and Omegas. Yeah.
Right, because now you've taken the buff from the, what is it, the 3 or 5, ever how many she summons?
I think it's 4.
And
yeah.
you've got all your regular Panthers that also get that same buff. So that's a significant difference there.
So
if it was just the first skill, if it was just the first skill where they said 15% damage, bump that up to 40, okay, I would consider that not huge. But when you start talking about buffing, an additional 12 or 14 troops that you didn't have before, that's pretty big.
Yeah. All right, a bunch of people else joining the stream here, of course. We got King, Hector, Mukesh, Clarence, Daniel, Wrecking Nomad, Rockslide, G Bacon, Michael Marlowe. Yep. Good to see you. Deez here, Bad Mother Trucker, Deezus. Deezus, I gave you a shout out on the live stream. I said you were the savior of NTG.
What's up,
Jesus? All right. So anyway, we can move on from this. I did want to talk about it right in the beginning because, of course, I want this to be addressed because I know, there was some discussion on the Discord server with Chris, developer, Chris the developer, I mentioned that there should definitely be a time threshold when they do any kind of changes like these with Titan skills, because definitely way too soon, and I think especially with the fact that it's not even a difference between Norse gods and Greek gods. It's like we're still in Greek gods, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I know. So it's like immediately after the live stream was over, we jumped on Discord with the Natural Motion guys, and we're like, people are upset, and they're like, "Yep, we know, we see it.
Yeah,
we're talking about
but
it."
But at this point, there is like a. It's already kind of said and done with this event, so there is like as much complaining as everyone would like to do and think it might change something with this event specifically. It won't, unfortunately. But all of your complaints are going to be processed towards future events. At least I would hope so, and Bo as well. So, I mean, the way I would see it, I don't think they're going to see it in the numbers and say, wow, participation was very low on this event due to the obvious dislike of the changing of the skills.
Yeah.
So, that's my opinion, and Bo, I think you'll agree with me here, so, you know.
I do.
Yeah. Get the pitchforks out, Green Arrow. I already posted. Right. I already posted the Simpsons picture with all the people with in the band with with their torches and everything. Yeah, so that's.
Oh, Green Arrow! Congratulations for winning the gym.
That's right.
The live stream.
That's right, Green Arrow.
Congrats, Green Arrow.
That's right. Green Arrow can't be as upset. I mean, come on, be honest, Green Arrow. All the times that you're in the live stream, be like, "I never win." So, I mean, you got to be a little less upset, you know, a little less grouchy than everybody else. But
yeah, so don't say we never gave you. I mean, don't say you never won anything.
That's right. That's right. So, Elite Panthers, we already know about them. Of course, they do 40% less damage. All right, so the relics. I have to discuss where the relics were last time and where the relics are this time. Okay, there's a big difference to where these relics were in the last Artemis event and where they are now, because I don't have the Poison Dart. The Poison Dart was at 20k last time. I got the Endless Quiver, and I got the Dory, but I didn't get the Poison Dart, and it was just too high on the milestones for me during that event, and whatever. I wasn't super upset about it. But this time around, the Poison Dart is way lower. The Dory is even lower than that, and then the Endless Quiver is at the very end. So I don't know. It's all weird. It's all changed around this time. So,
but if you didn't get the Poison Dart last time, you have a much easier time getting it now.
That's true. That is true. And the 4-star Dory, 4-star Dory is a.
If you have one, you're good.
Exactly.
4-star Dory is good.
Yeah, I like the 4-star Dory as well. But we'll get into the milestone rewards here very shortly. But boosts, 1.4 for champions, 1.4 for infiltrators. It stinks because actually I don't have either one of those mildly leveled up. I have other 4-star poisons. The Titans.
So Ed wants to know real quick. Can you save the poison tokens and use them for future events to pull soul boost?
Yes, you can.
You can save the poison tokens.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If it's still a token, then they'll just become the next token for the event. But if you've already got the relic, then you have to either wait until they use these relics again, or you have to wait for one of those events where you can use any relic.
Yeah. You won 12k gems, Green Arrow. It's funny that you won, but you don't even know what you won. Won.
Okay, you have to contact them through YouTube or somehow.
Facebook. Facebook, I think it is.
Yeah, Facebook, so that you can give them your Zynga ID so they can add the gems to your account. It doesn't just happen automatically.
Yes, that's correct. So, let's see. Besides from that, though, so if you got a decent boost... Okay, let's put it this way. Even for people collecting tokens, like Bo, for instance, wants to collect tokens this time around. He has a
level 21 Venom Tusk.
There you go. Oh, wait, I thought you said you had one of the 1.4 boosts. Oh, yeah, champions. So what am I saying?
I do, Venom Tusk. Yeah. Oh, and he's old school, so I got 3 relic slots on it.
Ooh, look, there you go. So even if you're just going for tokens, which were nicely placed in this event, for the people that are just trying to skip it, you definitely have that opportunity. So it's called making the best of it for all the people that are like, because I'm kind of, just like Bo is too. We're all doing the same thing. We're not like, I'm doing everything. I'm dropping hundos on this event. Yeah,
No, there's a massive amount of just burnout from that Chronos event.
most definitely. Well,
that
I mean,
was insane.
the developers did mention at the beginning of the stream how popular, and it goes down in DOT history as being.
And everybody's just like, "Oh, I'm glad that's over." And now it's like, "Yeah, I'd like to have this, but no, I'm a little burnt."
Yeah. So we got Ayaka, Ladega,
I have no budget.
That's right. Ayaka, Ladega, Basathi, Sakani, Okosi, and Sagunga. All a lot of older Poison Titans in there, but of course, I think there's going to be a new age of Poison Titans going to be rolled out soon enough. Yeah. So, what's up, Shia? Jason Jerome, what's going on?
Oh, by the way, before we get too far in here, most everybody that's subbed to you is subbed to me, but if you guys want, go over to my channel and sub. Here in a couple weeks, I'm giving away a pretty nice Razer tactical gaming laptop backpack with the non-toxic logo embroidered on it. So,
ooh, nice. That's for Boganor's 1,000 subscriber special giveaway. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 anyway. So it's not for that. It's because as soon as it gets back from embroidery, I'm gonna cut it off and I'll export my subs. Then we'll do a random live stream where we pick the winner. Or we pick the winner randomly during a live stream to see who wins.
Yeah. She is pretty excited about. Don't have either of these Titans. See, there's going to be people that are going to go, especially I also saw Rockslide say the event is all right for me because I wasn't around for the previous Artemis one. So there are going to be players that are going to be excited. Nonetheless, whether they're excited because they actually have a boost Titan and they can get their tokens really easily for next week's Chinese New Year start, you might be excited about the fact that you just have a boost Titan. You don't have to work as hard. But besides from that, though, too, you also have the opportunity to grab Saphira at a lower cost as well, or if you never got Artemis. So here we go. We're going to roll it out. You got 4 tokens. You got 225 portal stones, you have 4,000 gems, and you have 525 DGs. Now, the 25 extra DGs, I was like, really? But 4,000 is perfect, and then, of course, 225 portal stones, that's kind of in the middle of what we've seen. Definitely have seen more, like 300, 400 range, but, for a 17K event, 225, 250, it's probably around par. For the portal stones, and then 4 tokens. Of course, the nice thing with the tokens, like I keep on saying over and over again, because how many people are going to just say, "I'm passing on this, Zalon"? I know that. Hey, I get it. It's cool, but if you still don't want to take advantage of getting 3 tokens at 2,000, then maybe you should check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Kimasabi says nice price. Kimasabi says nice prize bow. Yeah, man, it is a really nice backpack. I actually bought it for myself for personal use.
There you go.
Once I got it, I realized that this one's not big enough. I need the bigger one. So I decided just to do a giveaway for you guys. It's not about me getting subs. It's more about just celebrating 1,000 subs and doing something.
And especially because Bo doesn't care about subs, but when he does get the subs, he's like, "Oh, well, I guess we'll celebrate. Give you guys something cool."
Yeah. Well, I mean, so you see these people do these giveaways, and they're like, "Hey, when we get to 5,000 subs, we're giving this away," and you never know that they give it away, right? Because they never follow up.
Yeah.
I rarely do giveaways.
That's true.
So I figured, well, let's make it significant. 1,000 is a good milestone.
Mm.
I mean, this is about $150 thing.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Not insignificant.
That is not. That is not. The only people that are upset are those that have Artemis already. Yeah. True. Oberon Zod says, "So is it used?" No, it's not used. It's brand new.
It's used in the fact that I already took the tags off of it, and I put my stuff in it, and when it didn't fit, I said, "Crap!
Yeah.
Now I can't return this."
All right. Let's continue
so
on
what am I gonna do?
We'll continue on the milestones. Fourth token, of course, is at 5K. So, of course, if you have the time and you are a grinder, you know what I mean, and you definitely have the 1.4 boost, the 4th token at 5K may not be out of the ballpark for you. Also, you get a Kuba at 4,500, which isn't bad either. So, and then 3-star Dory at 6K, not a bad relic. Orb of Death at 8K. Now that is huge. Okay?
Yeah.
Huge.
It's pretty good.
Orbs don't go that low. Let's just like how low can you go, Orb of Death? You know what I mean?
That's probably the lowest I've seen it, right? And then
right.
You got to remember, orbs are a lot of times the orbs are top 100 rewards.
Now we got a critical element here that everyone now should be more concerned about. Something that most people really weren't paying attention to before, which is the Earth element resist.
Earth resist. Yep.
So here you go on the Orb of Death. Does give that. So I do want to point out the fact that if you don't have an Orb of Death and you're building some defensive Titans to work up against Earth Titans, there you go. Orb of Death might be for you.
There you go.
And 8K is not a bad spot. It's not been given out that low before, so please pay attention to that. Banner of the Forest, not a bad banner at 9,500.
Nope.
10K for Epic Token. And huge 4-star Dory. Remember I said, wow, Dory was at 16,000 4-star before. Here we have a 4-star Dory at 11,000. So it is cheaper to get the 4-star Dory. And why is it so awesome? Well, it gives Panthers resist against physical. And it gives Panthers armor piercing, which we do get. You get, depending on your build of your Titans, sometimes you get more, sometimes you don't get as much. So it does depend if you need more armor piercing or not. Obviously, damage is always good. So, and then of course, here we have Saphira at 12K, which yes, she is cheaper than she's been given out in the previous. Personally, myself.
So JJ says Saphira is basically free.
Free, yes. And that's probably because of how many days we have to do this event, with the possibility of you getting a few event relics in the TOW. I got 3 myself. That's another reason why I'm going to at least give Saphira a go. Not just because I would like to get another 4-star Dory, an Epic Token, Banner of Forest, and another Orb of Death. These are all really nice rewards right before Saphira, to be honest. In comparison to what we've seen before, with the first 4-star not having that great of rewards before them. Now, after Saphira is a little different. 2K gems, Poison Dart was changed. Of course, like I said, Poison Dart was 20K before, here it is at 14K. And then the Endless Quiver got a bump from 10K from the previous to 6,000 more souls this time to get an Endless Quiver.
Yeah.
So
that's a little weird.
It's because they got the all troop health and the Omega Panthers damage because of now the change to Artemis. That just makes the damage on the Omega Panthers ridiculous.
It can be. Yep.
There's that. So I don't know. Like I said, I myself don't have a Poison Dart, so I might find myself ramping up to 14, maybe 15 to get the DGs. But there's no point in me grabbing another Endless Quiver, and I just don't see myself grabbing another Artemis. I don't know. It just depends on time. It depends on time with this event. But do I see myself dumping all my gems to getting another Artemis, or saving my gems to grabbing a new, or I don't know exactly. I don't want to say new, but whatever is coming our way next week with the Chinese New Year. But what's up, Smokey? What's up, Dominic?
Oberon says that ping pong lands may be hard to come by because of event fatigue, basically. Well, all the NTG guys do ping pong lands, so come to the Legend League, and there's 3 alliances worth of ping pong lands, basically.
Wait, if you're talking about yeah. Well, Oberon's odd is with us. Oberon's, I think, can hammer.
I know. I know. I meant anyone else.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, here we go with rank rewards. You got. Let's see. You get Artemis at what, level 50? If you're first.
That's actually wow. Okay, level 50 is pretty decent.
Yeah, but that's also because this is solo. So you have to.
I know.
And if you are in the top 500, you can still grab yourself another Artemis. So there you go. Other than that, though, you're looking at just some gems. Boatloads of gems. And for the top 40,000 people. So half the community is getting some gems if you participate. Alright, DOT community. So, let's talk about some other stuff that's going on. Oh, here. Now that we've talked about everything for the event and everything else, before I start grinding, because I only got three relics to use, so before I start grinding, we're going to throw this up in the background while Bo and I talk about stuff that they talked about on the live stream. Wow, it is coming down super hard outside. It's pouring rain here. It's pouring rain here.
We were talking earlier. But we have Bizarro January going on.
Yeah.
I have Zalon's weather, and Zalon has our weather.
Yes.
So it's like 30 degrees here, and it iced and sleeted, and then it's 55 degrees and raining up where's the lawn.
Yeah,
So,
it's really goofy. It's really goofy. It's definitely hurt the wood cutting business, and also I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not going to go sell any wood, and I'm not going to go out and cut any wood. It's pouring
well,
rain.
you got time to grind to Artemis then, so I don't want to hear any excuses.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so here we go. I have a video I just want to share quick. It's fairly short, but the thing that's funny about it is I was going to release it as a separate video, but it wasn't the greatest. I accidentally took all my troops in. I was only going to take Ulrich and like one troop in, but this is Ulrich taking down Gold 2 because Ulrich still got it in him. He's got poison resist. All right, Ulrich's got poison resist. So
Ulrich still got it. Yeah,
Ulrich still got it. That's what the video was going to be, but it was just not the greatest. I changed out troops and actually put troops in, which I should have actually just taken him in by himself. I wasn't thinking when I was doing it, and it was just goofy. But anyway, I'll just play it in the background. And I wasn't going to spend more gems to go in another time with Ulrich. This is one of my free attempts. And when you see the very end, open builder. Yeah, what did you see that? Yeah, I probably do have an open builder on my account. Don't worry, they won't be after I play this event. But yeah, so I'll definitely like I said, I wasn't gonna gem anymore on the gold 2s, but here we go. So they did say on the live stream the 1.29 update was necessary. I feel like it has stuff to do with the Chinese New Year's events and what's coming up during that time period, and some of the other sneak peeks that are going to come out, because I think it has to deal with a lot of the stuff that Matt's doing. And with all that, this update is necessary. So if you haven't updated yet and you're trying to just hold off because you don't like certain changes, this, that, and the other thing, I don't think you're going to be able to do much in the near future if you don't. So I highly recommend it.
Right.
Now, of course, they did say that they turned off the new player level rewards because a lot of players, the ones that were getting it were still having some issues. So there is known like problems and everything else. So they just turned it all off, but they said they're going to revisit it again soon. So it does sound like it's still something that they're interested in working on. 2 weeks of Chinese New Year's events. That's what it sounds like, Brett Huber. That's what it sounds like, because I'll tell you, that was the very next.
Are we going to get our new physical? Are we going to get our new physical boar type?
That's right. Hog's coming back soon. New physical pig. That was one thing that was definitely something that asked about multiple times.
So we have some names for our physical pig.
Yeah.
We have Baconator.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We have. I'm partial to Hogwarts. I don't know if they would get sued for that, but that would be a pretty awesome name for a physical boar type, Hogwarts. What was the other one that Game Rescue suggested?
Oh, I missed that one. I missed some of the names that people were spouting out. There was a lot of people in chat today.
Yeah, there was. So
pick your pig.
Hopefully if we get our new.
No. I like that. Pick your pig. That would be one where you get the choice of getting a token and being able to pick your pig. I like that.
That would be nice.
I like that. Jamie, I can't believe they said the chat bugs are low priority as critical and basic function in the game. I agree, Jamie. I agree. I hate. Oh, sorry. Watch the archers and these panthers. Oh, Rick's having such a good time. Anyway, I could not believe. That's not a high priority in getting the stupid bug to stop coming up. I type something in general chat. Every time it comes up with a notification, it's like there's a problem.
Yeah,
it's like
Porkenstein. That was the name.
Oh, Porkenstein. Meat beater.
Sorry,
Gary. I don't think they can get away with meat beater.
Ham hock.
Yeah, ham hock's good. I like that one. Hades glitch, folks.
Yeah, I know. So 2019's year of the pig in the Chinese tradition, Brett. Yeah, we were talking about that. There's actually a character from an old Chinese novel called Zhu something that and that character is a monster. He looks like a monster pig. So we may end up with the name something TZU, Zeus, something Chinese name, based on that particular character from that, that fictional work that was published back in 1592. So it's in public domain. You don't have to worry about copyright.
Look at that. Look at that. This is a gold 2. Gold 2. I got all 2 stars, DOT community. All 2 stars. I was like, oh yeah, this. I was like, this is gonna be such a good video with Ulrich going in and winning, and I was like, all 2 stars? Are you kidding me? I took a screenshot of it. It was pathetic. It was pathetic. They really need to fix that. All right, I'm going back in the game.
So Spoils of War Monday.
All right, yeah. So next week's schedule: Spoils of War Monday, which is going to be awesome. Take advantage, DOT community. Actually, I would highly recommend, if you are skipping this event, and skipping means, I shouldn't say skipping, if you're only very low participation in this event, and you're only going for relics, highly suggest saving your portal stones for Monday. Use the portal stone relics in Spoils of War and get more better rewards. There'll be a better chance of you pulling a lot more 4-star relics. There'll be a lot higher chance of you pulling more Titans. I don't want to say like 3-star Titans, but they're you definitely
There's a few in there.
If you put the battles
There's
in,
a few in there.
if you put the battles in, just like over the weekend, you'll see them on Monday. Just because
Stardew seems to be dropping fairly regularly.
Yeah.
From battle drop.
Well, I got them from the monuments.
Wow.
I got them from the monuments too. But when it comes down to what you get in battle drops, typically a lot of times why you always don't see those awesome ones, and when Spoils of War comes around, there just seems like the rewards are so much better. It's typically because when you get no drops, those battles, since the battles you get no drops on, there's actually a dice roll for you to actually get a chance of really good drops, but it did never happen since you never got any of the relic opportunities. So basically all you're doing is creating a lot more chances for those dice rolls to happen, because every battle you get a relic. So, and yeah, that's basically what it is, because you'll still see a bunch of junky like 2-star, 2-star, 1-star, you know what I mean? And they'll be like, But at the same time, though, you'll still get those ones that normally you would have gotten either 1 relic or no relics, and this time you got, 3-star Titan, 4-star relic, 3-star Portal Stone, and you're like, oh my gosh, It happens. It really does. So, yeah, Spoils of War is essentially a Relic Fusion event. There you go. Yeah, Jamie, that looks like your gold tier. Yeah. Yeah, Green Arrow gets all the luck.
Yep.
Yeah, it does need to get revamped, King. That's why my video 2 days ago, and why I just showed off that quick vid of what I got with Gold 2 with Ulrich. Oh, man. So, anyway. Tuesday, special temple event. Now, of course, I'm not always super excited about temple events, because most of the time, they're just not great. And like right now, for instance, I don't need any kind of Titans that, a few of them in the temple right now I don't have Pantheon-wise, but, are the chances of me grabbing them at some other time possible? Yes. So I'm not pulling Titans for that, but typically I use my tokens when it's going to be for a specific reason. So which would be like going in and for an event, like this Titan is going to boost in the upcoming event situation, so that might be the case on Tuesday. I have 1 epic token left, and I also pull for during fusion events, because especially epics, because you can get, especially during that Chronos one, I had the opportunity to get 4-star.
Yeah, I pulled 6, man. I pulled 6 epic tokens during the fusion event, or during the Chronos event for the upcoming fusion event.
Yeah. You won gems the last time Saphir was offered? Yeah.
Yeah.
Temple events are the worst. Yeah, right? And Jamie, that's why I only spend the tokens that I get either from the calendar or from the receiving epic tokens in events. I don't really go crazy on it, but I do try to use those ones that I do have smart as I can, or at least the best way I can for at least my gameplay. So I want to see which Titan. So what's happening? What? Oh yeah, they say that there was going to be unexpected Titans, and also like people are going to be kind of, I don't want to say weirded out, but people are going to be kind of shocked. I guess that's what they were getting across on Tuesday's Temple event. So we'll see. We'll see who's in there.
There may be some Titans in there that are worth the risk. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. I don't know. It just that's what Quiff kept saying stuff like that.
It's just Runa and Volstan and
yeah, right. Runa and Volstan. They kept on talking about them too. I want to see something real quick. Does Artemis get a boost in this event? Do you actually get a boost by using Artemis?
No, the Ranger, and it's poison champions or infiltrators.
Yeah, I know.
Now, she does get a boost, but she doesn't get the 1.4.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm that real quick. Unless you already had, somebody that already did. Oh, area flood advisory. See that, everybody? I got a flood advisory pop up. Of course, that's going to during the streams. Actually, did I turn off my notifications? Oh yeah, notifications are off. But
yeah, Jonathan. Unacceptable. I agree. I agree. I think they should have just changed everybody's. But I mean, we've already talked to them, and they, like, yep, we hear you. No, but like Zalon said, this one's kind of already done and set in stone.
Yep, Jonathan. Like Bo just said, we already said something actually at the beginning of the stream. At the beginning of the stream, we try to address it. Obviously, we know that people do join in throughout the stream. So yeah.
Like literally immediately when the stream was over, we jumped on the Discord where we have a Discord server that they're in, and we're like, people are upset. They respond and they're like, "Yep, we see the comments, we understand."
Yep.
Now,
Jonathan, like we said before, though, when it comes down to this event right here, it's kind of like the ship's already sailed, though. So, unfortunately, to say, everything that we discuss and try to talk about and everything else is going to be dealing with future things that happen. So, we're just hoping that they try to rectify this and make it so that 1.2.
And it wasn't just me and Zalon. Like Gaming Jaeger jumped on there, Godan jumped in. Everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, the complaint!"
And Soldier was like, "What's going on?" I thought that was funny. It's like, Soldier, you don't know what's going on? It's okay.
Well, Soldier was playing one of his 5 other games.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Smurf Town or whatever.
Yes, Smurf Village, New Gargamel, event. New Gargamel
event.
Yeah, that's right. Smurfette. All right. So anyway. While I'm trying to pick out which Titan I want to use, pick one of the other things that I wrote down.
I'm using Venom Tusk. So other than that, with Chinese New Year live stream next week. Mm-hmm. So it does sound like we're going to have 2 weeks of Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Where maybe we see Wukong come back, and then we have a new Titan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like they did for Halloween.
Yeah, true.
If they keep doing this, eventually the calendar is going to be full of just like 6 weeks of Halloween events.
Right.
Yeah. So you wrote down Archer changes here. I must have missed that comment. I don't know what they were talking about.
They keep on bringing up stuff about fixing archers or making archers strong again. I believe it's just going to be something in the means of a better or stronger Titan. So.
Okay, this had been happening for me for a while, and I didn't realize it wasn't for everyone. But evidently, they were experimenting with the bonus halter in the temple, where you get your free thing it was once a day. Mine changed to once every 6 hours, and then I guess they're changing it for everyone now. It's going to be every 8 hours. You can go do a free pull.
That's right.
And I have noticed some changes in what you're pulling out of there. It seems to me like the 3-star relic pulls are a little bit higher now than what they were. So that's not anything huge game changing, but it does give you more food for relic forging. So that's good. Let's see. We got what else we got on here?
I guess I'll just use Sakani. I'll use Sakani.
Huh?
Sakani's level 33.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's basically what I'm going to have to do.
Early game, they got some changes for the early game players, right? That they're changing. A lot of us seasoned players, we don't see those changes. So it's like they're doing stuff, but we never see it. Therefore, we think they're not doing stuff. But they are making a joke, making changes about for brand new players, early levels, things like that. So kind of, I don't know, brand new players at this point, if you just started, you need to play catch up pretty quickly. So I think they're trying to help people along.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think they may be giving them the opportunity at lower castle levels to possibly upgrade maybe two troops at a time. I think that may be where they actually implement it more sooner than they do to players that are, your castle level 23? Oh yeah, let's give you the opportunity to upgrade 2 troops at a time. It's like, well, they don't really need to get from 23 to 25 super fast in comparison to the players that are at the bottom. You know what I mean? Which one are they going to cater to first? Are they going to cater to the players that have been playing forever? Now, obviously the players that have been playing forever are going to say, yeah, you should cater to us. But of course, the players that have just started playing, we don't want to scare them off. I mean, if you've been playing forever, you should know that you want the game to last as long as possible.
Green Arrow says there are no brand new players. I beg to differ. There are brand new players.
I talk to them every day, Green Arrow. I talk to them every day. You know who they are? They're my good friends because they just all started playing.
Yeah.
They do exist.
Yeah.
They do exist.
They do exist.
They do exist.
It's just not a massive influx like it was when the game was first released 2 years ago.
Yeah, of course not. Like, okay, let's look at it this way. Everybody knows how waves crash in on the shore, right? Well, in the beginning, there was a really big wave that crashed in, and then the wave got a little smaller, and then a little smaller, and now it's just these small waves that just keep coming in over and over and over again. Yeah. That's what it is. But we're not trying to build the beach up, really. We're not trying to put the beach out farther, because if we do that, you're not going to have the kind of waves. So that's why they don't. They're trying to appease. That's why they said on the stream, they're like, oh yeah, we're doing this for all these newer players, but probably don't really care about it for all you players that have been here forever. It's like, yeah, but we'd like to know that the game is going to last. I mean, if you knew that a business was going to close the following week, like for instance, there was the beer distributor down the road that has been there forever, that one day I just walked up to the door and they were just straight closed. And I was like, this is the only one in town. I'm like, what is going on? So like, if you knew that business was going to close, it's like, you're not going to go and invest in it. So I believe that a lot of players are happier knowing the game's going to go.
Good point. You have to market to get new players. Have you seen any marketing?
No, Jamie. That is by far one of the biggest complaints. I think is the fact that I haven't seen any crazy marketing outside of what.
I mean, how much does it cost to run a 15-second spot on Cartoon Network late at night? All right, that's your target audience.
Yeah, right. It's true, right? That's true.
I mean, just whatever.
But also, too, what about...
Yeah, Gary says the Star Wars thing better not end it. All right, Gary, a little bit of inside baseball information here. I've actually been talking to them because I was a Star Wars Commander player before I was a Dawn of Titan player. And when I found out that they were taking over, I messaged them. It's like, hey, what's going on? They're just taking over the operations of Star Wars Commander game from Disney. So... they were like, yeah, we're integrating it. They got a lot of back-end stuff they got to do before they can take over and all that. There are no plans to shut down Dawn of Titans just because of the whole Star Wars thing. They are actually expanding their team to support the Star Wars operations too. So, and you might see some Star Wars content, but not on mine.
Yeah, zero marketing, right, Kimosabi? I mean, you can't just hope that you're... And see, the thing is, okay, they pay for those... what's it called? They outsource the as much as they have all those artists there and everything else. They said it on live stream before that those intros for the new Titans that are like those, all the cool animations, that like the 30-second clip of them, Artemis, and they do all sorts of crazy stuff, and they're like killing people, and Titans are clashing. That's not made by Natural Motion. They don't do those in-house. They send out and have them made by a company, and they've mentioned it, like I said, in the streams before. Well, in doing that, it makes it so they could easily, those clips at the very end, They actually have the Android and Apple little logos that come up in the bottom. You know, when they had like the final cutscene, like the final thing, and it's like Dawn of Titans, and it's like all you got to do is put download now and run that as a commercial in other games.
Yep.
You literally just you have it. You have what you need. All you got to do is just that's it. You just got to put download now at the end. I don't think there's going to be any problem in that. You just tell the people that are making it, be like, here's an extra 5 Gs. Make sure you put download now at the end of it, and cut that and make it a separate file for us.
And I'll put download now at the end of it for half that.
I mean, like, come on. I mean, there's really not much more. That's the only thing you have to do, because that's the kind of commercials that you see when you play other mobile games. They do fast, furious, fun things, but the things that are going on currently in the game. And if Summoning Titans are cool and new, and they just so happen to be gods that people recognize, like, that's why when the Norse gods came out and they had Thor and Odin, oh my gosh, the marketing campaigns could have been amazing. But I don't think any of that was taken advantage of.
No. So
What's up, Grit?
JJ's wondering what all the backlash is about Artemis. And Game Rescue said it's hashtag too soon. I think that's the big thing. It's not that they made a change to Artemis. It was that they made a change to Artemis as soon as they did. If this had been 6 months from now, probably wouldn't have seen that much backlash. But because Artemis was not that long ago, that's where the backlash comes from.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ian Rogerson said the game is dying. People will get fed up with the constant game-changing Titans. And yes, well, see, the thing is, there's always... I've noticed this with so many other mobile games. And I've noticed that other people have said the same exact thing in other mobile games. And I've also heard of YouTubers that are like, I've seen so many cycles in a game, and they're like, there's constant cycles going on. The people that say the game is dying are people that have a lot of other friends that came up playing the game with them leave. But then there's other people that are lower levels that say the game is doing great. But why do they have such an opposite opinion? Is it because the lower level players are still with all the people that are coming up in the game, and they don't see anything different? They see the game with completely different eyes than someone that's been playing the game forever? I'd have to say so, because I've seen it. I've played plenty of other games where I come in the second year and the game's still doing just as good as it did in the first year and still continues to do good. Like, it's kind of nuts. The Kronos event, did that not prove anything whatsoever, that there's still a lot of players that when something good comes along still take advantage of it? Yeah, I think it does. But, I mean, I don't know. I've been in games before where I've said it's dying, and then all of a sudden I look around and I notice there's a lot of lower level players, and they're all not. They don't say it's dying. None of them will agree with me, and none of them, they'll argue to tooth and nail and say the game isn't dying whatsoever because me and all my friends are still playing, and we're still having a blast. So it's like
Game Rescue says
two different opinions.
8,000, get the orb, call it a day. I don't even think I'm doing that much Game Rescue. I'm probably just going to get the tokens, call it a day.
Yeah, the event is likely go to 8K. Oh, well, I'm grabbing Saphira because I just don't have Saphira. So I'm going to 12K. So extra 4K for me. Okay. But I'm just saying, and I mean, I wouldn't mind grabbing the Epic Token. I think the Epic Token's at 9 or 10. But yeah.
Nope.
Because again, I'll have a 1.4 boost. It's not that many souls. Come on. As much time as as it takes to get, 20-some K souls with a 1.4 boost or a 1.3 boost. And then you're like, I only got 12K souls to get. That's easy peasy. Especially when you say I got 12K souls to get, and I got 2 stars and a 1 star, which is well over 1,500 souls that are just going to be blam out of my way. So really, in all essence, I got a lot less souls to even get. What is it, like 10,500? So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I do have the 1.4 boost, so I'll get some. I'll go to and get the tokens, but I'll say. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a solo event, so I am not, and just never have been, a Panther, someone who plays with Panthers. So not running this event. It's not that big of a deal for me.
Yeah, it's not going to break the bank for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm running Sakani with no Panthers whatsoever. Let's throw some Panthers in.
Yeah. Grit, Larry, we actually have asked them about that. Believe it or not, they're pretty close-lipped when it comes to that. But what we do sometimes is on these events, especially solo events, this solo event, right at the very end of this event, I have multiple accounts. On one of those accounts, I will go do one battle, see what my ranking is, and that will tell me how many people have at least played one battle during this event.
Yep.
So we can kind of get a baseline there. We do keep track of that.
Yep. I did that the last solo war, but the unfortunate thing was I didn't take a screenshot before it ended, and when my cue card came up on my test account, I clicked past it real fast, and I did not get the "you were so many amount of people," at the end of the event. So unfortunately, I didn't get that the last event, but Drumadiddle did. It's around 80. It was around 88,000. Now you do have to take into account. There's a lot of people with low souls.
It usually hovers between 90 and 100,000.
I always say it hovers between 60 and 80, but that's just me. I've done it before where I know after a solo event's been over, I've been in like the high 60s. Yeah. So.
Right. Right. So if you wait till right at the very end and you do one battle with a non-boost Titan, you'll get a more accurate number than if you do it early and then wait to see where you are at the end. Because for whatever reason, the way that they tabulate it is if you did 10 souls at the beginning of the event, you'd be up near the top of the group of people that had 10 souls. But if you wait to the end and you do 10 souls, you'll be down towards the bottom.
Zalon, when will the game be enjoyable to free-to-play players again? King Ragnar, I would say when you say that, no boost for you? Okay. When it comes down to that, I would have to say continue to play the game? I mean, but go to 2K Souls. I mean, for free-to-play players, them keeping 3 tokens at 2K is huge. As long as they keep doing that and allowing you to get 3 tokens for 2,000 souls, especially with the TOW ahead of time, because if you didn't get any soul boosts in the TOW from any of the free opportunities that you were given, remember, everyone is given a lot of opportunities for free during TOW. You just have to manage your own time.
Gary says this game needs different types of events to freshen it up, like Trials of Power. Agreed. Hopefully, whatever Matt's working on, will inject a little bit of life into it.
True. Let's see. Ian Rogerson, new players never can complain about a game they just started playing. That's very true. Some still complain about certain things because they're used to a certain way and format, so they have a hard time about this, that, or the other thing. So there's still some complainers in the beginnings of games, whether you like it or not. But let's see what else because they haven't had Titans. They spent months leveling, made useless. Many of us spent real money to get Titans, now useless. Yeah, there are definitely Titans that I believe have gone out of meta, and people, of course, have spent time and money on those Titans. And I'm just gonna say this, Ian Rogerson. That's the way a lot of these mobile games go. I'm not gonna make excuses up for the developers and just say, "Oh, well, you just need to enjoy it, and they're doing the right thing." No, a lot of them. It's not just Natural Motion, Ian Rogerson. It's a lot of these mobile games when things go out of meta. Yeah, people spent time and money to get that kind of stuff, and unfortunately, it's the way it is. Mobile Legends is it the same way in Mobile Legends, Bo?
Oh man, you should hear some of the stuff that goes on in Mobile Legends. My goodness.
Wait a minute. Do you mean it's the same? You mean people complain about that game as meta changing and spending money on stuff?
You guys don't know. Look, I'm a max level player in Mobile Legends. I have 60 of the 74 heroes in that game. I have 2 maxed relics, and I have 3 others that are in the high 50s, and my lowest level relic is 40. Okay,
But
they are.
people don't complain in
Like,
Mobile Legends, do they, Bo? I couldn't imagine
in
anyone
Mobile-
complaining in
yeah,
another mobile game except
because
Donna Titans,
As soon
though.
as they release a hero, like there's another hero that comes out, and they're like, I just bought, because you get heroes different ways. All right, I just bought, because you don't earn the new heroes. You literally have to buy them. And they're like, I just bought so and so, and now 2 weeks later, this other one comes out, which totally, which is a counter to the one before, and it's like, yep, that's called game balance, guys. But I want it to be OP. Well, sorry, that's not competitive. It happens. So
Wow, I just had to ask you about that because I know you delved into Mobile Legends recently. So there it is, an account that a different type of mobile game also has meta changes, and there's also players that complain. Interesting. So
yeah, wait until Chronos comes back at 17K.
Yeah, right.
If they do that anytime, if they release Chronos again at any time soon for like 16 or 17K, there will be a boycott. Mark it down. There will be a boycott.
Yeah, right. If anything like that would happen, yeah, that's why it needs to be time based. If they do want to bring back Titans, that's why people have been saying like bring back 2017 Titans. You know what I mean? Like we want to see stuff that we haven't seen for a while, especially if you need them for the Pantheon. But also too, if you just would like to have some revamped Titans from the olden days, there's that as well. MOBAs are better because it's more skills-based, just learn the meta. True, but those metas still do change to the point where you do have to still, even with skill-based, have to learn something different. And it may not be something that works out to the way you'd like it to work. Oh, it doesn't work the same way, Green Arrow. You know what I mean? And then people are complaining that Green Arrow or MOBAs aren't as fun. People complain about MOBAs too.
Yeah,
I remember.
It depends. It depends.
What was it? What is it?
Play what you like.
League of Legends.
That's the reason there are different kind of games.
Yeah, League of Legends was like that too. That's a MOBA that does a lot of changes, a lot of fixes.
Mobile Legends has been sued. The company that makes Mobile Legends has been sued multiple times for because Mobile Legends came out and it was basically a mobile ripoff of League of Legends, right? And they used a lot of the same character names and stuff. So but it's still very popular, still growing, they still developing it, so
it's true. Ooh, look at this. We got an account from Transformers Earth Wars. Yeah, read Hoist's comment there, Bo.
Hoist is here. Yeah. Hoist is here, guys. If you like Transformers at all, go to Engineer Hoist's channel and click that sub button. Because, he does Transformers Earth War game reviews, game news updates every Wednesday. And he does the toy reviews, movies, comic books, all that kind of stuff.
That's right. He's a Transformers aficionado. What is aficionado?
Yeah. Of course, Green Arrow has to say, what I'm playing is, sucks. I should be playing AOV or Vainglory. We played those too. We're just playing Mobile Legends right now. So.
Oh. AOV, the non-toxic AOV. Listen, totally if you want us to bring in the non-toxic AOV teams so they can complain about their game, we could bring them in. If you guys, we have. Well, I don't want to say dozens, but I should say at least a dozen plus. Competitive. When I say competitive, I mean practices every night, kind of competitive non-toxic AOV teams that try to get into the ESL. And if you would like to hear them complain about their MOBA game, we can bring them on and they can complain for a whole hour just so you guys can all hear it.
Yep. So, Chiro says, is that similar to DOT gameplay? No, MOBAs are not at all like DOT gameplay. Transformers Earth Wars is also not like DOT gameplay. Transformers Earth Wars is more of like Clash of Clans.
That's a base build, base attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we don't have any real objects on the battlefield. We have objects on the battlefield, but they weren't put there by the actual opponent that we're going up against, if you want to put it that way.
Correct.
Which a lot of people, I think, would like that in Donna Titans.
Yep. So, O'Brien says, Physical Pig, how do they work in Wukong, 2 separate events? I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to do 2 separate events. We're going to get a reworked Wukong, and we're going to have a new physical pick. I don't think they'll do him in the same event unless it's a 5 or 6 day event with a high soul count.
Yeah. Oh, I should have dropped poison. Sorry.
No, Larry. See, that's one of the reasons why we like DOT is because it's pretty unique in its gameplay mechanic. There aren't other games out there that have things set up the way Dawn of Titans does.
Oh, wait.
Pretty unique.
Green Arrow says Vainglory doesn't market well at all? Another game that doesn't market well. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there are, obviously, okay, so you guys probably know we're following the Rift of Rygar development with Jake from Done Right Games.
Yep.
And Jake was saying, one comment that he made was, if graphics were everything, we would all be playing Dawn of Titans.
Yeah, he said it himself. He said it himself specifically.
So, Dawn of Titans is eye candy.
Yes.
A lot of it.
It's still
right?
some of the top on graphics when in mobile games because they've gone above and beyond what other people tend to do. But
the gameplay mechanics in Dawn of Titans, like in a lot of these other games, you can't attack a player if they're online, right? You get that, player's online, go find somebody else to attack. Dawn of Titans is like, live, you attack me, I'll attack you. Hey, you know what? If you're too slow, I'll attack you twice. That's kind of unique. The full troop control, even though it does have its bugs and stuff, is pretty unique pathing where you can direct your troops. A lot of games, you drop the troop and
they do what they want.
The AI takes over and it just does what it's going to do, and you really don't have any way to control them. So having control over your troops is different in Dawn of Titans. That was one of the things that attracted me to the game, because in the other games like Dominations or Star Wars Commander, Clash of Clans, you drop the troop goes off and does its thing, and you really can't control it. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Soldiers, no, I'm late. What did I miss? Well, you missed things like we were saying earlier, Soldier, about how you jumped on...
The whole thing, Soldier. You missed the whole thing. All the things.
All the things.
That's going to be a graphic. We're going to have Soldier's little emoji with a little bubble that says, and he's got his arm up in the air, and it says, miss all the things.
All the things. That's right. But yeah, I'm already on to one of my 2-star relics. I got check the time real quick.
Yeah, we're going on an hour.
We're going on an hour. I know, because typically 57 minutes. All right, cool. Well, let's talk about things that are going to be happening in the near future. For instance, will I be live streaming anymore for this event? Yes, I will.
Yay!
Yeah, yeah.
Will I be live streaming for this event? Maybe.
Maybe. Bo is a maybe. There you go.
Bo is a maybe. Guys, you got to realize, I'm working 60 hours a week at my job, Sunday afternoon through Friday night. There's not a lot of time for live streaming on the weekend. And if I could pull one in during the week while I'm in the hotel room, I will. But
Bo's been putting out some good videos recently, though. Come on, guys. Bo's been putting out some stuff. I'm impressed. I'm personally impressed. So, but also too, though, that's the thing. That's another reason why you can expect more content from Bo on the Tuesday Wednesday time frame, because it's a little bit more of a free time for you. So.
Oh, Soldier had to do a presentation for his director. Ooh, did you kill him, Soldier? Did you knock him dead? Earn that promotion? Yeah, Ian says some of the cats and maidens didn't get that memo. Yeah, I did preface that with control over your troop, even with the bugs that are there, right? So, yeah.
That's right. So again, in what's it called? To wrap up everything for at least this event, at least in the whole overview / opinion of everything, get what you can out of this event. If this event is for you, which I truly believe that it's a lower percentage of the community will be saying that. But even though that is the case, if it's for you, go ahead. Don't let everyone else's opinion of the event be like, oh, I don't like this. Well, they probably have Artemis, So if you like this event and you don't have Artemis, then do what you need to do. Otherwise, I'm just get what you can out of the event. For me, it's Saphira, just because I'm a collector. But besides from that, just because she's being offered lower. But other than that, if you need some relics, like we've discussed, some of the relics before Saphira are also really good. So consider that. Like Game Rescue says, 8K and done. Get the old hands a good old, clean them off, and you're finished.
8K and done is a good goal. Saphira is basically free. If you use the gems and the tokens and stuff, and you have a boost. So,
JJ says facts are greater than opinions.
Soldier, yeah, true, JJ. So facts are greater than opinions. So, Soldier wants to know, recap the changes in Artemis. So, Artemis' first skill was the damage percent for Panthers was increased from 15% to 40%. No change to skill 2. Skill 3 and skill 5, the boost to the Omega Panthers also buff regular Panthers. No change to skill 4.
Hold off 2 hours to see if my silver TOW resets? I don't know. I mean, I was still able to do some TOW stuff after the event officially ended, but I don't know if they've if everything has been switched over yet or not. Here, hold on. Let me find out.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they did Poison Champions as a boost, though, because I was looking at them like, I guess I can go fuse up
now they're old
Venom Tusk because she's like level 15. But then I looked and I'm like, I got 3 relic slots. I don't need to fuse him.
Oh, Moon City. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Moon City. $5 donation. Thank you, Moon City. Thanks for popping by. Wow. Appreciate it. Boom goes the dynamite. That's correct. Wow, Moon. Thank you. And then there goes Bo Gonora giveaway.
Hey, giving it away, man.
Yeah, I know. I know you are. Thank you, Moon City. Thank you. Really appreciate that. All right, so here we have, look at that, 5,483. But yeah, most players are going to fall into the old, somewhere in the few hundred gems zone. So like I said, make the best out of the event. And Bo, you said you're going for tokens, right? So 2,000 or 5,000?
Yeah.
Penny.
2 or 5 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, it just depends
on how things go.
On your time. But there's no reason, let's just put it this way, there's no reason not to do 2,000 souls, okay? No reason. 2,000 souls gets you 3 tokens, and yes, next week, Chinese New Year talk and everything else, maybe you probably want to use them for that. So 2,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do is do my do my grinding. I don't mind spending a few gems on portal stones, to get a token. JJ can give you the numbers.
Yes.
About,
I was hoping that we'd know that JJ's going to do a breakdown.
Yeah. So even though it does cost, 3,600 gems, the rewards you're going to get probably are going to be more than 3,600 gems worth.
Yeah.
Especially you're going to get 2 tokens. That's 4K gems. Plus anything else on top of that is just extra. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, dude.
Zalon is still waiting for... So, Saphira is Zalon's Hell replacement? No.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Oh, man. Well, 200 battles is 600 portal stones equals 3,600 gems. Pointless for time and effort.
Bucks, it's not 10 minutes of music. Just...
Oh, no.
Jump to about 3 minutes
King Ragnar.
on that video.
I'm talking about...
a live stream.
King Ragnar, I'm talking about just using just grinding with the portal stones that you have, and just
just the normal ones.
getting 200 battles done with the time that you have between today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm not talking to spend any gems whatsoever. So when I keep on saying there's no reason to not be able to do 200 battles in the next 3.5 days, I mean, that's not... 200 battles is not a lot. So...
Bugs, if you're already subbed to my channel, you don't have to watch the video. That's all it says.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you for...
Unless you want to see the thing.
That's right. That's right. Thanks for tuning in, as always. And for the non-toxic gamers, I am Zalon.
And I am Bo.
And we are signing off.